Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to put up a quick disclaimer before my actual video. Well, first off, happy Tuesday. I believe I said happy Monday in the video. Whoop. It is, in fact, Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. And the disclaimer is that there is just some talk of religion in this video. It was completely unplanned. It's just something that, I just kind of spewed out as I was having my coffee, feeding Berlin, having a chat, talking about my childhood and what holidays we celebrated, and it's not like a preaching video or by any means, but I know the general rule about friends and politics and religion, and so I did touch on a little bit as far as religion, and I wanted to put up this disclaimer so that if you're not interested in hearing about religion brought up at all, that this might not be the video for you. And I have lots of other videos, up there. And again, the video is not all about religion. There was just like a little part that I just kind of strayed off and realized I was, doing it. But I don't want to cut and edit. It was a candid chat, and that's what I want you guys to see, me. So I am not going to cut the video, and that's why I have put up a disclaimer. So if you stick around, I hope you enjoy. Hello, everyone, and happy Monday. It's late in the afternoon. I would say happy evening to everyone by the time this gets posted. And I was just having my late afternoon cup of coffee and kind of unwinding. And I was gonna just sit and relax and give Berlin her new Tommy Tippy bottle. I was so excited. I did a little clip on Instagram last night. I don't know what, this came in my box opening from my gift box order from Kat at Kat's Reborn Crazy. I don't know why I wanted the Tommy Tippy bottles for so long, and I did see, like, in other people's pictures that this bottle fits very well in the Twin A's mouth, and why I didn't just go buy one. I had one in my hand in Walmart a few times, and I don't know, whatever, I got distracted, whatever, and never got one. So I was like super excited about these, and of course everything that Kat sent was so wonderful. So I thought I'd come on and chat with all of you and feed Berlin, because I was gonna relax and do that anyway. So I said, have a Monday chat. So Miss Berlin is in her little hat and booty set from Auntie Kat, and she has on her little teething clip. And it's a crinkly, and I'll hold her up so you guys can see. Quality of this, guys, is just so super. The quality of everything was so super. And Kat Hands makes these, custom makes these, and they're just beautiful. She does these, she does passy clips, and then she does custom, gift boxes, and pretty much I would say the sky is the limit, because she'll, custom do your box. So that's what Berlin has on for her little feeding. And like I said, I was excited. You have to, with the Tommy Tippy, because I did this last night, you have to kind of maneuver the nipple in a bit to, get it into the mouth. But once, I had it better last night, but it goes in the mouth enough where it gets a nice grip, and then you just get a nice, let me show you guys, you get a nice pull back effect from it. Pretty cool, huh? Neat stuff. So anyway, and this is something that's like relaxing to me. I don't, you know, I've said this in other videos, you know, I'm a busy mom and have a business and all that. So like, I don't like feed my babies every day or, you know, run like, oh, they have to have a body, you know, like I don't do a lot of like that or role playing in that way. But it's just the act of holding them and doing the bottle and feeding is like, just to me, relaxing. You know, I'm done having kids, and I'm sure I'll be on to grandchildren over the next few years. So it just fills that baby fever. That's for sure. And everybody knows I'm so in love with my Twinkies. I have a lot of other babies, but the Twinkies are just very, very special to me. I have another baby in the works. It is a surprise. That's all I can say or will say. But this is a baby that I happen to, it's an artist that does not take customs, and you'll all find out who the artist is and who the baby is and all that, but she does not take customs. She has like a stash of kits, and she allows her customers to get on a list, your name on a list for, you know, a few of her kits. And it's when she decides the time is right for that kit to come to life, whether it's next month or next year or 5 years from now, it doesn't matter. She just, that's how she creates her babies, which, you know, I love that, because she brings a kit to life when she, you know, when she's ready and inspired to create that baby and the vision she has for that baby. She's a very, very good artist. And this was a kit that I happened to be first on the list for. And of course, I loved the kit, but wouldn't know when the baby's finished, you know, if it was going to be, you know, what I had envisioned, or if that baby kind of spoke to me. But now the baby is very close to being finished, growing some hair, and I'm super excited because I love the baby. I love everything that the artist did with the baby. And so I'm not sure, you know, when, because there's no, you know, time. Like I said, it's not a custom or anything like that. I certainly know that I have, you know, first dibs to adopt when the baby is finished. So whenever that may be, but, you know, just to give you a general idea. So it's something exciting to look forward to. As I had mentioned in my other video and on my Instagram, and a few people have asked to check on me, which thank you. That's so very sweet. I did have a bit of a rough weekend. It's been a bit of a rough, you know, several months for my family and business. We kind of took some hard knocks, and just some unexpected turns, I guess you would say, without getting into, you know, total, you know, detail about, you know, personal household stuff. But I've just been overwhelmed. And again, the babies, you know, they're giving me that little piece of sanity, something for me now that I very much need in my life at the moment. So, and I am also facing surgery soon. Nothing, I'm not, you know, nothing life-threatening or anything, but I have an umbilical hernia, which is a hernia that's like coming out your belly button. I had inguinal hernia years ago, left inguinal hernia, and I had to have the surgery done. Me being the way that I am, I didn't have it taken care of. This was back in like 98, and it strangulated. and it had to be done in an emergency. I couldn't pick my surgeon. It was like, you know, and once a hernia strangulates, you got a couple hours to get under the knife or you're dead. So I don't want this one to strangulate. And I know, you know, my fourth child, my son Gabriel, was a C-section. He was an emergency C-section, my only C-section out of my 4 kids. But, you know, so now my stomach muscles are even weaker. And I was sick last month for 3 weeks. I was down with the flu really, really bad. I mean, I was to the doctor. I thought I had lung cancer. I didn't know what was going on. I was so sick. There was days where I could not peel my head off the pillow. And it went on week after week. I just wasn't getting better. So I was really in fear that there was something very, very wrong, but there wasn't. And it was just, in fact, the bad flu that was going around, and a lot of people kind of experienced the same thing, just sick for a long time. But anyway, with that was a very, very, very bad cough. And I was literally like holding the hernia in as I was coughing. It was so bad, and it got very painful. And after I got better from the flu, the hernia just did not get better, and now it's just getting worse. My stomach is descended. It's tender. It's, you know, it's you know how you know your own body? Well, you know, it's going. It's not getting better. It's getting worse. And I'm praying that it will hold out till after Christmas so that, you know, I can schedule an elective surgery and have things prepared. So I'm scrambling here to, look at her, isn't that so cute? I'm sorry, I'm talking about something really serious. You just see the cute little pom-poms and the tushy, and this is why I'm enjoying the baby so much. But anyway, I lost my train of thought, but I want to be prepared and have, you know, dinners frozen for the kids and everything cleaned, and, you know, hopefully the Christmas tree down after Christmas. I'm working on just getting the Christmas tree up. And that's not done yet because I first had to do some things with the sugar gliders that I breed and in making room, because we did not expect to be in this home. We thought we would have been long moved into another home that had a facility for the sugar gliders. And so, you know, I had the living room so packed out with the sugar gliders, you know, thinking, oh, this is just temporary. It's just another month or so. You know, we had the pod on the property all packed to move, that whole thing. And, you know, that didn't happen, and it's not going to happen, you know, at least just not right now anyway. So we, you know, we'll be fine. And I'm not on here to like say, oh, my life is terrible. I am blessed in more ways than I can count. I'm a very happy and grateful person. I have 4 beautiful, amazing children. We have a roof over our head. We have food in our mouths. You know, my children are thriving in this world. There's so many things to be grateful for. So I'm not here to, complain. I was just, like I said, I was just going to sit for a few minutes and do this with, Berlin. And did I call her Graceland before? I might have. I do that. Berlin, and do her little bottle. So I just figured I'd come on for a little chat. So again, I don't want anybody to feel like I'm coming on here to dump my problems or complain or anything like that. It's just a simple update on life, and it has to do with, you know, talking about how the babies help me and all that. So let's see. I was starting to say in the end of my video, and do you all want to see Benjamin? Of course, I have one Twinkie on. How can I not bring the other one on? My sweet Berlin. Look at her. Just look at her. She's such a good. I put my little pink bow in my hair. We're kind of matching. Cute. Of course, no makeup on or anything like that today, but yeah, I stuck a bow in my hair. I got a little fancy. All right, so Benjamin does not have his little hat and booty set on because I had his hair kind of combed last night and it looked so cute. I didn't want to squish it down. But he has his little Lovey from Auntie Kat's gift set. And he has his little teether. And this, look at how cute this matched the PJs. So I just left, you know, I didn't put his little hat set on. I left him, you know, to show off these two things. So that's Ben. He's so sweet. Well, his hair is not so neat anymore, but it was last night. The Twinkies hair, you pretty much just kind of go like that. I mean, I have a little brush but it's just like 1, 2, 3, and the rooting is so good, and whatever hair Myra used, like, it doesn't come out. I mean, you could brush it all day long. I wouldn't, but I'm just saying it's just, it doesn't come out. Isn't this cute? And Berlin has a pink one, so it has a little rattle in it and everything. And it's so soft. I'm not describing, I'm sorry. This is a little Lovey, and it's, this one's blue, but Berlin has a pink one, and it has, it's a little bunny head. It has bunny ears, and then the body's like a soft little Lovey blanket. And it's just super soft, and as you can hear, it rattles. And the little teether that I was talking about is like one of those wooden ones, and it has like the little tie thing that makes it look like the rabbit ears on it, and it crinkles. And then it has the wooden beads, and, you know, Benjamin has, you know, blue and white and natural wood, and Berlin's has pink and white and natural wood. So I guess I will beat Ben while we keep talking. So, so I was starting to say in the end of my video yesterday, well, I guess I probably said a lot, just about the holidays and being kind to one another. You know, I'm sure many of you ladies are, you know, older, you know, I don't mean old, but you know what I'm saying, like more my age or maybe even older, and remember kind of a different time when the holidays were, you know, you stood there longer to hold the door open for somebody coming through. You know, things were just like, as far as acts of kindness, people were just so much more patient with each other and being kind to one another. And nowadays it feels like everybody's in such a rush that, you know, you're likely to get the door slammed faster on you than somebody actually standing there in the cold to hold it open, so to speak. So I was just kind of reminding everyone, because we all do it. We all get stressed. We all get in a rush. We all are thinking about what we have going on at home. The kids are texting, the this, the that, whatever's going on. But, you know, the holidays, we all do this. We all complain how fast it goes by, and we all say, oh, wow, it just flew by. The holidays just flew by. You know, I barely had time to enjoy, or whatever the case may be. We all know we say it. It's just flying by. Well, it's flying by. It's going fast. Enjoy it. Take the time to do those extra acts of kindness towards others. Take the time with your family. Take the little extra time to, you know, snuggle with your hubby by the Christmas tree. Lay under it and look up at the lights and the ornaments with your kids or your grandkids. Whatever it is that you know, when you stop and smell the roses, so to speak, you know, when you take time to enjoy the little things, when you take time to enjoy the little things, you know, what do you stop and enjoy? What means, you know, a lot to you? And, you know, incorporate that into, you know, giving. And this is the season to be thankful for what we have and to give to one another. You know, whether you're a religious person and you celebrate the birth of Christ, whether you're, you know, Jewish and you celebrate Hanukkah. By the way, just a little family history of me. I grew up celebrating both holidays in my home. Well, there's more than 2 holidays, but both Christmas and Hanukkah. My mom married my dad when I was only 3, and my biological dad was not in the picture. I do know him now. I do know, you know, I had met him in my adult life, but my dad married my mom when I was 3. He's Jewish. My mom was Christian Methodist, and my dad adopted me. And for many years, because my dad was not like an Orthodox Jew or like a real practicing Jewish, you know, I mean, he's Jewish and he grew up Jewish and celebrated Hanukkah and all that, but he doesn't like go to synagogue and things like that. But for years we celebrated both holidays, and my parents still do. They celebrate Hanukkah over there, and if we happen to be over on a night of Hanukkah, we light the menorah and things like that. So I don't in my home now with my kids, that, you know, there's just so much going on, and they're once removed, like it's their grandpa that's, you know, Jewish, and we're not in the same home. So, but we obviously acknowledge Hanukkah, and like I said, if we're there at my parents' on a Hanukkah night, we celebrate there with them, which is nice. So I grew up, you know, having Christmas and Hanukkah. Christmas being the bigger of the Santa Claus with the presents, as far as a young child for me. It was a big, you know, I got my main gifts on Christmas, but each night of Hanukkah, I got little gifts and things, and we did that. And I thought that was just fantastic, that I kind of had the best of both worlds, and I got to learn. And of course, I used to ask my dad questions about, you know, Hanukkah and being Jewish, and, you know, just why we celebrate. And, you know, I learned all that. So I not only learned, you know, Christian and the birth of Christ and all that, but, you know, I learned Jewish as well. And then I always, in my adult life, like, we acknowledge all the holidays in our home, and our children are taught to, you know, it doesn't matter what God you pray to, or even if you do pray to God, like, you know, we're people are people, and we are all, I believe in God. So to me, we are all God's children. And, you know, whether you call him, you know, God, or, you know, the great spirit in the sky, or Allah, or whatever you call God, you know, we're all the same. And if you don't believe in God, you know, you don't believe in God. You know, maybe you believe there's a power greater than yourself. I would think in this entire universe, one might acknowledge that there's power greater than us, whatever that may be. All right, I know there's like a rule about talking politics and religion, right? And I'm on here starting to get really into religion, and I don't mean to, and I'm not. I'll kind of go off of that. I don't mean to leave out any religion, or yeah, I'm gonna just stop there. That just got too deep, right, Ben? So anyway, you know, when I get to my relaxing time in the afternoon, that I try to take some peace, like, that's where my mind goes into all kinds of deep stuff. So you took a little journey down my mind's evening cup of coffee, because I'm gonna likely post this. I mean, yes, I could cut it, I could edit it or whatever, but you know what? I sat here and I talked to everyone, and I said what I said. And you know, it's a free country, and YouTube is, you can shut it off. So all right, I hope everyone at least enjoyed seeing seeing the Twinkies and seeing Berlin and Ben get fed, and that's it. Sorry I got so deep, guys. And you got to hear a little bit about, you know, how I celebrated the holidays when I was growing up. And there's a lot of stuff that I want to come on, and I want to bring the sugar gliders on. I've got to get the kittens back on. I want to do some story times for our younger viewers, and other stuff. I have lots of plans. I just don't have lots of time. So it'll just happen piece as it happens. Because you know, this needs to be something that's relaxing and that's enjoyable and fun for me, because the hobby and the babies are kind of my escape and all that. So, you know, I'm not putting pressure on myself to get a video up at a certain time, or that's why I'm not like big on tags. Like I'll do it if I'm interested and I have the time, but I don't feel like I have to stick with like that week's tag or that week's theme. It's fun, and I love watching everyone's, you know, videos for sure. I'm not, you know, calling anybody crazy for doing it. That's for sure. It's adorable, but I just, you know, I can't put that kind of pressure on myself. All right, so I figured I'd get both the Twinkies in my arms to say goodbye to everyone, and I hope I didn't get too deep for you all, and I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of the week. And be kind to each other, not just because it's the holidays, but because it's good to be kind, and it makes you feel good inside to be kind, and you know, to know that you put a smile on someone else's face, that you made their day, you know, just feels good. So, all right, be kind to everyone. See you soon. God bless.